Welcome back to the Football Today podcast, brought to you by Betfair, who are on your side this EPL season. I'm your host, Liam McAllion, also known as the Stats Guy. And as always, I'm joined by Marcus Bazzano. He's pumped. Every show we've done on this, I think Chelsea have got to win, so we've got to keep this rolling. How you going, Marcus? Chelsea fan up and about?
What?
What was that about?
Cole Palmer. We're just going to celebrate him.
True.
Yeah. You know Chippy Chips?
Yeah, Chippy Chips. Yeah. Cole Palmer.
Has to be them ones. Yeah.
He's my favourite player, but he has zero aura. He just walks around, looks like he's wobbling around everywhere. On the pitch, he has aura.
His attitude is creating an aura.
Yeah. I think he's lucky he's good at football. That's all I'm going to say. I think don't quit your day job, Cole Palmer. But I absolutely love him. 4 goals on the weekend, which we'll touch on.
Yeah.
We're here for all things English Premier League, heading into an exciting Matchweek 7 before the international break. I forgot that there's another international break already. You wrote that in. I actually forgot about that. That's very annoying. We don't like international breaks. We just want Premier League football all the time.
I don't want to see the Socceroos lose to China and Japan.
Exactly, yeah. Or Palestine or something. We always lose to anyone low. Today we're going to cover the top football and EPL news, our best Betfair back or lay bets, and the Betfair expert tips from Tony Hargreaves. Which
we went very well,
which we'll touch on in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
There is trivia, not with Olivia, but with me. I'm taking over today, so it's just
pressure's
one-on-one.
I'm nervous.
Pressure's on Marcus because he's on his own this time, and then we'll finish with our quickfire tips. I like to say quickfire. We'll see how quickfire they are for EPL Matchweek 7. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Football Today podcast. Follow all the socials, Football Today AU on TikTok and Football Today Australia on Facebook and Instagram. All right, around the grounds, a lot happened in the Premier League over the weekend and just football in general. Some awesome games, awesome goals. What's the first one you want to touch on here? You talked about Cole Palmer.
We need to talk about Cole Palmer.
I'm very happy to talk about Cole Palmer. 4 goals on the weekend.
This guy is a freak. I was watching that on a trip away with my mates and... Yeah, well, I couldn't get off the couch fast enough, especially for that free kick. That was unbelievable. It's just, he has the ability to score all types of goals. Yeah. And he could have had a double hat-trick.
He could have had 5 or 6, yeah.
In the first half, he had 2 disallowed goals, hit the post, and 4 goals.
Yeah. Should we just change Chelsea FC to Palmer FC or something? Oh, there's already a Palmer FC, a Palmer culture in there.
That's true.
We could call us Palmer FC. He's the first player ever to score 4 goals in the first half. And he had it in 40 minutes, so it was even less than the first half. Yeah. That really surprised me a bit because I thought someone might have done it because there's been a lot of hat-tricks.
Well, from the time that he scored his first to his fourth, it was 20 minutes.
Yeah. That's just so yeah, pretty much scored him in 20 minutes, which is unbelievable.
Unreal.
I was out after the granny just looking at my phone, just getting notifications, Cole Palmer goal, Cole Palmer goal, Cole Palmer goal, like every 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, surely it's glitching. Like he's probably just got 1 or 2.
I captained him in fantasy, which was elite.
Oh, against Brighton.
I had Luis Diaz the week before and now Cole Palmer, so clutched up a bit there. But this leads me into a debate that I've been hearing in the grapevine, particularly in England.
Yep.
Palmer, Saka, Foden.
Oh, here we go.
Rank them in order of who you'd want in your team currently.
Right now, I'd honestly go that order. Foden is injured still, I think.
He was on the bench. He was on the bench.
I think he's come back from an injury. Foden, I don't think he can do the things that Palmer can do. I don't know if I'm going to get shot for saying that.
Maybe, because you remember, last season.
Obviously, he was player of the season.
He scored from the car park in the final day of the season to win the league.
He did. But it's probably a bit of recency bias, but I think Palmer is literally taking Chelsea. I know Nicholas Jackson has improved and the goal scoring has improved, but you look at Chelsea's overall team, they haven't played much together. Palmer is just willing them over the line. The game was 4-2, so it was Palmer 4, Brighton 2. It wasn't like anything else. I don't think Saka and Foden, they probably don't get that opportunity to dominate as much. But if you put them in a Chelsea team, I don't think they're scoring 4 goals.
Yeah, like Palmer's doing it in a Chelsea team that finished 10th. And Saka and Foden, respectively, are doing it in a team that finishing first and second.
Less opportunity.
Still very, very good players.
Yeah. What's your order here? I think right now it's Palmer, Saka, Foden. But
I'm still going Palmer. Like every time he just steps on grass, it's elite. Even in the Euros.
Yeah. He should have been
the goal in the final.
Yeah, should have been starting.
But I'd probably go, similar order. I don't think Saka has the moments like Palmer and Foden do, but I feel like Saka's more consistent.
Yeah, probably.
But Palmer, for me, he's already got like the Manchester United moments, the 4 goals and a half.
He's got the most
England Euro finals.
He's got the most goal contributions since the start of 2023 of Premier League players, which is nuts when you're considering Haaland scoring 2 goals every game as well.
Since he came to Chelsea, he's had more goal contributions than Haaland and Mbappe. And he missed out in the first 5-6 games of the season last season before he even started for Chelsea.
So he would be even further ahead. Anyway, we've talked enough about Cole Palmer. He's an absolute freak. Get the celebrations
I'm just drooling
going.
over him.
You've been up and about all weekend about that.
I'm eating whipped cream off him, that's for sure.
Interesting way to put that one. City, Manchester City, very rare that they lose points, but City held to a draw. A draw for them is pretty much feels like a loss, especially to Newcastle, who have been in pretty average form. So I'm really surprised they drew Newcastle.
First game without Rodri and top points.
Actually, that's very true. Yeah.
Newcastle were very good though. But yeah, that is a bit concerning. And you know, when Arsenal sort of pick up points dramatically against Leicester, you know, does that spur something?
Well, even Liverpool. I think Liverpool are just flying under the radar. I know they've had an easy run in terms of their fixture, but I'm still leaning towards them being a chance now this season. I don't know. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. I think they're definitely. For me, they'll finish third.
Yep. Yeah. I still think they will, but they're pushing further up the table than I thought with the new manager. Arne Slot,
I think they need to play. They need to play City and Arsenal first. Like I know, losing at home to Nottingham Forest, like do those results win you a Premier League title?
No,
don't really think
that's
so.
very true.
So I think it's probably a bit too soon for the Reds.
Yep, fair call. Let's touch on a bit of Manchester United. I feel like whenever we've ever done a podcast together, Manchester United have just been horrible, and I absolutely love it. What is going on there? 3-0 loss at home to Spurs. So Ange was up and about. Ange got into the face of the media again. Every time they've been winning, he's just been getting into them.
But he did back up Ten Hag though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, okay. Saying that like, 1 week it's me, and then the next week it's Ten Hag.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
It's always anyone's going to be on the line after a few bad results. But
I think he's definitely lucky to be there, but the players aren't helping. Like the amount of effort. I say effort. I don't know if it's coming down to effort or just I don't know. I don't think it's the
how Mickey van der Ven can just run 3/4 the length of the pitch.
That was an amazing assist, but the fact that no one even sort of just stuck a leg out, blocked his run or anything like that.
Yeah, like he's a powerful man, one of the most powerful,
fastest players
in the league.
Top speed, yeah.
But yeah, it's still concerning to lose 3-0 at Old Trafford. Like, look, there was a red card, but they were still getting pelted before they went down to 10 men.
At home, like you got Old Trafford, like
they were getting played off the park.
Yeah, it's literally falling down their stadium, and so is just their actual gameplay. Like everything's just going wrong.
It's the favourite thing I love to do now is hate watch Manchester United and just watch them get dominated.
The best is Mark Goldbridge for people who watch his content.
Yes,
I was watching it with Leo, social guy Leo, yesterday. Some of the clips of him, he does live watchings of Man United, and he just goes off. He's like, "What the bloody hell was that?" And he goes absolutely off.
Shocking. Where are they now at the moment? Actually,
13th. So
wow,
really bad. Probably where they deserve to be the way they're playing at the moment.
Actually, I've got a stat for you, stats guy.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. In their last 15 Premier League games, Everton have more points than Manchester United.
Oh, really? 15?
Yeah. Last 15 Premier League games, Everton have 21 points, Manchester United have 19.
Toffees fans will like that. Yeah, no, they actually finished the season pretty well after they got the points taken off from Everton.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, I know they're conceding lots of goals, but they haven't been that bad. They obviously won on the weekend. Finally got a big win over Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
No good from Man U. All right, more positive now. Quality goals from the weekend. The quality of goals were just unbelievable.
Jeez.
Every game over the weekend had an absolute banger. One from outside the box, a first-time finish. I wrote down in Buemo. So you got 3 games in a row now. Brentford have scored in the first minute.
Yep.
The first Premier League team to ever do that. You got Palmer's free kick. You could put a few Palmer's one. You got Dwight McNeil just turning into what do they call him? They call him Liverpool Messi or something. I'm pretty sure because he's a left footer. He's got Evertonian Messi, I think they call him.
Yeah, he's a baller.
He's an
former Burnley guy.
Yeah, James Justin was awesome. The first time finish. Delap, the step over. That was pretty average defending, but it was nice. And then the Van der Ven assist.
Yeah,
what was your favourite over the weekend?
My favourite,
other than Cole Palmer, because that's biased.
My favourite would be James Justin.
Oh, first time. The cross came in from about 50 metres
into
away.
the post side netting. Yeah, that was clean. Just do it at the Emirates. He scored a brace, didn't he, as well?
He did, yeah.
Just a shame that they couldn't hold on for a point, Leicester.
I know. Yeah, they've been a bit up and down.
Do you remember there was a goal of the week like a decade ago, and the quality of the goals was ridiculous. It had Michael Essens against Arsenal.
Yes.
There was, I'm trying to remember.
Was there a Newcastle one in there?
I think there was a Newcastle one.
Demba
There
Ba.
might have been a Papa Cisse.
Papa Cisse, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like shades of that this week.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to pick the goal. I think it's either Palmer or, James Justin for those ones. But
for sure.
I'll be leaning towards James Justin. That first time is so hard to do.
So hard to do, yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's Premier League around the grounds, but let's have a look at maybe a Socceroos player, Socceroos rising star that you love talking about.
Nestor Kunda.
Yeah.
He's training with the Bayern Munich first squad.
Oh, he's been killing it in the seconds, yeah.
Ahead of their Champions League game against Aston Villa. I assume he won't start. He might come off the bench, depending how the game goes.
Maybe if they get a bit of a lead.
Yeah, but that would be good to see if he gets a game. And also Marcus Yunus, who recently got a move to PSV, scored an absolute belter on his debut and got an assist. So good on him. Yeah, Jacob Farrell also man the match in his debut with Portsmouth in the Championship.
Oh, really? There you go.
Yeah, so
it's what's annoying me. The Socceroos have all this good young talent.
Yep.
They might not be all playing yet, but the talent on the Socceroos team is so strong at the moment, but they're just not getting any results. So it's really frustrating as an Aussie football fan.
Two of those can't even get into the squad. Jacob Farrell and Marcus Yunus.
That's how good the squad is awesome because you got a lot of guys playing in Scotland, England, I'm trying to think of the other places, but all over the world in the Netherlands and things like that. And we just can't get a win over these teams that have ranked outside the 100 on the 100 FIFA ranking. So
what was it Indonesia and Bahrain last time, wasn't it?
No good. The powerhouses of Indonesia.
Yeah, I mean, like
football powerhouses. Like,
respect to them.
Nah, they're no good. Lastly, for Around the Grounds, Champions League this morning, just quickly touching on the first match of this week. First match day of this week. Arsenal and Man City got some wins, I think 2-0 for Arsenal and 4-0 for Man City.
Yep.
I love how Pep, I think, joked around saying they're not going to play a full strength squad, and then he just did anyway.
Yeah, I actually didn't see the squad.
It was 4-0.
Slovan Bratislava.
Great name, but they're not amazing at football.
Slovakian team.
Yeah, very nice. And then Arsenal got a 2-0 win over PSG, so they'll be very happy with that. Just randomly, I've always loved watching Celtic, my beloved Celtic FC, but we got embarrassed by Dortmund.
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
Bring back Ange. They need Ange back there. 7-1. You can't lose to anyone 7-1. I was saying to Marcus before, my brother was watching this, messaged me at 1-0. We got it back to 1-0. Let's go, Celtic.
That's like
7-1.
That's like 150 points in the AFL.
I reckon it's 200. I reckon it's 200.
You scored a goal at least.
That's like everyone in your AFL team has scored a goal, which my junior team did once, which is brutal. But Dortmund just
Took absolutely off the bingo card.
Yeah, absolutely. So no good for Celtic, but Arsenal, Man City got the job done on the weekend and in the Champions League. All right. Let's get into it. Our favourite part of the show, our back or lay bets, thanks to Betfair, the only place to back and lay bet on the EPL this season. Matchweek 7.
How do we go, Stats Guy?
Actually, sorry. Let's go back to Matchweek 6. 5 of 6 on the tips last week, so we were 2 from 2.
Good.
The 4 of Tony's we put in were 3 of 4. He dominated in the rest on the Betfair Hub, so check that out at betfair.com.au.
The only one that didn't get up was Liverpool Wolves. He had both teams not to score and both teams scored.
Yeah, that was a surprising one because Liverpool's defense has been unbelievable. And Wolves have been very average. So that was a bit of a surprise. But awesome effort by the expert from Betfair, Tony Hargreaves, and then by us. Sure. Get around us. Yeah, get on our tips.
We're going 6 from 6.
We're going 6 from 6 this week. All right, we'll start with, as always, we start with Tony Hargreaves, the Betfair expert tips. We'll start with, he's got 3 backs and 1 to lay. So he wants to back Aston Villa at $2.30 for Aston Villa versus Manchester United. Now, Villa haven't been
they actually haven't been that good.
They haven't been that good. They drew to Ipswich Town on the weekend.
Yep.
But then you've got a big jump down the table to Manchester United. Tony says here, this is not my words, but I'm honestly might agree with him. If Man U lose this game, they'll be looking for a new manager. He's saying Ten Hag is out if they lose this game to Villa. They're 13th and just have 5 goals in their 6 games this season. Do you reckon that's harsh if he's out after this game?
No, I don't think it's harsh.
Ooh.
They
need to change.
When rival fans say that we want Ten Hag to stay because they're so bad, that's when there's a sign. And I think I read somewhere or heard somewhere that they play Porto on Friday in the Europa League and then this game, and I think those 2 games might decide his future. So I think 2 bad results and he could be gone.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's in the next couple of games, but I feel like this is not an easy one. Villa at home.
Yeah, it's harsh.
It's a very hard place to go the last couple of seasons. They're obviously in the Champions League for a reason. Dominated at home last season.
Yep.
But they don't look very good at all. I think if they get smashed, he'll definitely be gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got Tony's backing him back on that. That at $2.30 on Betfair. United have lost 10 of their last 13 away matches, so that's a real worry. 13 away matches against top 6 teams, so that's the little stat there. And Villa have scored 3+ goals in 4 of their last 6 home games. So Ollie Watkins, like
Villa Park's different. Yeah.
Villa Park's rocking. Ollie Watkins just gets a goal and assist every time he rocks up at Villa Park. So
Morgan Rogers has been very good.
Morgan Rogers has been really good. And Anna, as we touched on earlier in the season, has been awesome. They did get that. They played really bad. I watched that Ipswich versus Villa game on the weekend, but Ipswich Town, their fans were pumping. Like, they were getting into the atmosphere there. I was like, putting on my bucket list, Dortmund, I want to go to the Island Wall, Celtic Park. I was like, yeah, tick that off.
Portman
Ipswich Town? Do I want to go there?
I was tempted to actually put that in the Around the Ground segment.
Just their atmosphere.
The atmosphere is wild.
And it's different to like Atletico Madrid overseas where they're throwing things at the players. There was nothing untoward or anything. They were just chanting for their team. That was bad as well, which we didn't touch on. All right, the other one.
Courtois.
What was that?
Snake.
Yeah, God, he doesn't deserve things thrown in the back of his head.
Nah, screw him. I don't like him.
Next one that Tony's backing is back Tottenham at $2.40 for Brighton versus Tottenham. Now, a lot of people go, well, this is a tough one because Brighton at the Amex are pretty solid, but he's gone here. The last week's first half performance from Tottenham was their best of the season, by far. Like, everyone was saying how well they played against Man U. Obviously, Man U aren't going well, but again, the passing, the confidence that Tottenham played with last week was awesome.
They played really well, but is that Manchester United just being horrendous again?
Sort of, yeah. I think...
I know Brighton are a more well-settled team, but then again, like, goals can be scored against them because they come out and play football against you. They don't, sit back.
Yeah.
So I think this will be one of the best games of the weekend.
I think this will be a really, really good game. Spurs have won 3 of the last 4 meetings. And the other thing that Tony points out is that there's been no draws in the last 10 meetings. So he's confident that one of the teams is going to win, so he's leaning towards Tottenham. Yep. You've got Chelsea scored 4 goals against them on the weekend, but then you've got Tottenham who have Solanke in form, Brennan Johnson in form.
He's got 4 and 4.
4 and 4, Solanke. Johnson.
Brennan Johnson. Yeah.
He's been really good, really pacey on the wing there. And then you've got Van de Ven just tearing it up. So I think Tottenham are the more confident team going into this one, and you get a bit of value there at $2.40 on Betfair.
Well, for if you're looking to lay the draw in that game, as Tony mentioned, there hasn't been a draw in the last 10. Yeah, $4.20.
Ooh,
currently.
Don't mind that one as well. Very nice. Next one. Actually, do you want to go through the next 2 Tony's ones?
Yep. He's backing both teams to score in Manchester City versus Fulham.
Ooh.
So at $2. So a little bit more value here.
Good value, because backing Man City just against anyone is not good value usually.
Yeah, Fulham have been really great to start the season. Yeah. They've had 3 wins, 2 draws, and only the 1 loss under Marco Silva.
Them and Knots have really been the most impressive, I think, of that mid-table sort of teams.
City are capable of, like, leaking a goal.
Oh, yeah.
Rodri, obviously, without Rodri, that's a big out.
There's that lack of midfield presence. I think they put Rico Lewis in there, but he's not a natural sort of CDM. He wants to play more on the wing.
Yeah. I feel like he's a good replacement, but he's nowhere near the level of Rodri yet. He can be a really good player, but not yet. And as we saw at home against Ipswich, they conceded a goal. Yep. Notoriously over the years, they concede to Brentford at home.
Yeah, they've conceded in every game but 1 this season, which is very rare for City. They usually have a lot of clean sheets. So I think they're playing pretty attacking as well, so that on the counter-attack, you can get them, and Fulham have been scoring.
And there's definitely goals in this. Yeah. There's been 21 goals across the last 6 meetings. 18 of those going to City.
18-3 in the last 6 meetings towards City, but Fulham are a lot better than their past meetings. Like, their team is really, it's like, you got Emil Smith-Rowe, Robinson, the American Anthony Robinson. Anthony Robinson.
Is it Trent or?
No, it's Anthony, I think. Yeah, I think it is,
I said Trent.
He's awesome. They've just got a really good team, which I'm really surprised about, and Fulham are fun to watch. So both teams to score there is Tony's one there. What's he laying in this one?
And his lay bet for this week, he's going to lay West Ham at $1.90 at home against Ipswich. So he's hoping for an Ipswich result or a draw.
That is a big call.
Which I don't mind as well. I don't mind. Hammers, they only have 1 win, 2 draws, and 3 losses to start the season.
They've been up there, other than Manchester United, as my most disappointing team. I think their team, even the end of last season, showed a bit. Start of last season showed a bit. They have a really good list. They brought in some really good players. They've got, what do they got? Ward-Prowse. You've got...
that's Forrest.
Oh, Forrest. They also
got Fulkrug.
That's what I'm thinking.
Paqueta, Bowen.
Yeah. Like some really good players that would fit into so many Premier League teams. And they've just been
I think we had them around probably 8th.
Yeah.
8th.
been horrible.
pushing Europe.
Yeah.
And they've been absolutely
in the
horrendous
bottom
to
six at this
start.
rate.
They are currently 14th below Manchester
Man U.
United.
Yeah, exactly. So I think those two are the two most disappointing teams.
And Ipswich have draws. They've actually been well against the bigger side so far. They've drawn against Villa, Brighton, and Fulham, who at the moment you'd say are all better than West Ham currently.
But at the start of the season, I would have been saying, West Ham can probably be better than Brighton and Fulham, but they've been miles better than West Ham. So the fact that they're getting the most impressive was on the weekend, a 2-2 draw to Villa, where you know how many goals they can score, the attack, and their defense hasn't been too bad in the last couple of seasons. That's an awesome draw for Ipswich Town, and they've really surprised me.
Fantastic result. I hope they stay up. I hope they stay up.
Yeah, I agree. They're fun, and their fans are really fun.
Yeah, right now they're 15th, so let's hope they finish around there.
Yep, absolutely. All right, that's Tony Hargreaves' Betfair expert tips, so check that out on betfair.com.au and the Betfair Hub. Let's get into our ones. We're sometimes up and down, but last week we were 2 from 2.
Yep.
What's your back or lay bet?
I reckon we're going to go 2 from 2 again.
All right. Yeah, always.
I'm going to lay Leicester City at $3.50 against Bournemouth. Leicester
I don't mind
at home against Bournemouth. Mm-hmm. Look, Leicester, they haven't been great. They're 17th. They've got 3 points on the board, but it's more. It's not more Leicester have been bad. They were all right against Arsenal. But I just think Bournemouth, there's something about Bournemouth. They're just so well drilled.
Yeah, they're good.
They're getting good results.
Yep.
They're not really conceding and they're scoring a lot of goals. Their new striker, Evan Nilsson, just found the back of the net.
Yep.
So he can start to hit his stride. And out in the wings, there's just so much pace there with Semenyo.
Semenyo's been scoring every second game as well. He's been awesome. Yeah.
So I like laying Leicester at $3.50.
Yeah. I think I don't mind that because you get a bit of value there, but you could even back Bournemouth in this one. I know it's a bit risky because Leicester haven't been too bad.
What are they? Do you have their
I can have a quick look. So we got Bournemouth. You can back them for $2.26 as well, which isn't too bad, but you get a bit more value if you're laying Leicester, and then you get the draw as well. So I really like that bet there. All right, my one for my back or lay tips. I'm backing both teams to score in Brentford versus Wolves. Now, some people would go, there's some pretty average teams involved in this one, but Brentford haven't been too bad.
Yep.
The last 3 times they've met at GTEC Community Stadium, which is in Brentford, both teams have scored. And then Brentford have scored in every single league game this season.
Wow.
And Wolves have scored in all but one. And that was against Arsenal.
Surprising.
Yeah. So the last 3 games, as I mentioned before, they've scored in the first 20 seconds, 23 seconds, 33 seconds.
That's nuts.
So Brentford, you're just locking in an early goal at the moment.
Doing Brian Mbeumo goal before the first minute.
Well, you can bet on that. Like, I've seen that in the things. Don't bet on that. But like,
gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly, of course. But they've literally done that before the first minute in the last 3 games. Yeah. They attack literally, as we mentioned, from the get-go. So I think an early Brentford goal. But Wolves have scored 2 goals, like a goal against every team except for Arsenal. So they've been on a ride as well.
Yeah, and that includes teams like Chelsea, Liverpool most recently, and same with Brentford, Tottenham, City, West Ham. So I very much like that.
Although the result here could go either way, just because Brentford at times are getting way too attacking, I still think they might win this like 3-1. Yep. I think both teams to score at $1.79 is just an absolute lock for this game.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All right, that's our back or lay tips. Brought to you by Betfair, and thanks to Tony Hargreaves, the Betfair expert tips. The only place to back and lay bet on the EPL this season. Let's get into a bit of trivia. Olivia isn't here, so it doesn't rhyme as well. But I've got some trivia questions for you, Marcus. I feel like you're a bit nervous.
I am very nervous.
I reckon you could get both of these. I don't know if I've niced you or not. I don't know. I have, but let's get into it.
You're going to make me look like an absolute mug.
No. They're not. One of them's, I think, obvious, and one of them's not. But we'll see. I reckon you could get both of these. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm nervous.
The fastest goal in EPL history came in 7.69 seconds. Who scored it?
Shane Long.
Oh, you got it straight away. I didn't even know that one. I knew that it was
for Southampton.
Yeah. Bang on. What year? Well, actually, extra question. What year was that?
I'm going to go 2000 and...
You got that part right?
This is tough. I'm going to go 2017.
18. You one off. So you've done well, but then I've got a follow-up.
Okay.
I think you'll know this one. The fastest hat-trick scored in the EPL at 2 minutes and 56 seconds, which still blows my mind, and I could watch those highlights all day, was scored by who?
It was also a Southampton player at the time. Sadio Mane.
There we go. Very nice. Extra little question. What year was that? This one surprised me the year as well.
I don't know. Virgil van Dijk was playing in that team, I think, as well at the time.
That Southampton team had some absolute ballers, yeah.
I'm gonna go. I think that was earlier than 2018.
Yep.
I'm gonna go 16.
Oh, 15. You're one off.
so close.
But you got both my questions right. I thought you would get the Sadio Mane one because everyone watches those highlights. But I didn't know if you get the Shane Long one.
Yeah.
So well done. And Southampton have both those records, the quickest records. So
They do.
there you go. They got something.
Claim to fame.
They got something at least.
Yeah.
Better.
And
than
they're
nothing.
also probably going to get the lowest points total this season. So there's another record.
Yeah, there we
have.
go. They just love records. I'm pretty sure they won't want to talk about that one, but they'll talk about the fastest goals. There we go. I didn't think you would get the Shane Long one. So fair play to you.
Yes.
There you go. You happy with that?
I passed. I've passed with flying colours.
You
I'm very
passed.
happy.
Yeah, you definitely did.
My teachers would be proud.
Definitely. Yeah, those when you studied EPL, that's cool.
Marcus spends too much time watching soccer highlights in class.
Exactly. That's what I got told stuff like that. Never on a podcast. So there you go. Stuff them. All right. Matchweek 7 predictions for the EPL. Let's get rid of that trivia. You did very well though. Matchweek 7 predictions. I'll start with it. Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Is this an obvious one?
Yeah, it's just Liverpool for me. Defensively, they've been too stable and they just find a way to score 1 or 2 goals and just get over the line.
Yeah, Palace just lost to Everton. That's a bit embarrassing. So we're going to go Liverpool
They haven't
there.
been good, have they, Palace?
No, I thought they were going to be all right because you got Marteta, you've got Eze. I thought they'd have a good enough attack to score more goals.
Currently in the relegation zone.
Really?
Yep.
Ooh, that surprised me. All right, next one, Arsenal versus Southampton. Are they going to score the fastest ever hat-trick again?
No,
definitely not.
not
They'll
at
be
the
lucky
Emirates.
to have a shot on goal, I reckon.
Arsenal for this, I think they need to make a statement because I thought they were going to make the statement against Leicester, like a 4-0 win.
It was 4-2,
And it was 2-2 until stoppage time. And luckily, my mate on the weekend, gamble responsibly, did a multi, and his last leg he needed to win was Arsenal to win. So he was nervous.
He was sweating.
But yeah, they just got over the line. So I think they'll look to make a statement here.
Yeah, I think it'll be 3 or 4-0. Southampton are just very average.
Yep.
Brentford versus Wolves, a really, really tough one. I'm going Brentford. I feel like you don't mind a draw in these type of matchups.
No, I'm going to back Wolves.
Okay. Oh, Wolves.
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh.
I think Wolves can nick a result.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not sold on Brentford just yet.
Yep. Yeah, you're a Brentford hater from last season as well.
Yeah, well, I mean,
The actual list isn't as good without.
Well, I backed them to get relegated last year, and where they finished like 16th, 14th, 16th.
Yeah, you were bang on almost last year. Next one, Leicester versus Bournemouth. This is a tough one as well. But
I'm laying Leicester, so I'm going to back Bournemouth.
Back Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I think I'll back Bournemouth as well. I think they're playing really well, really quick on the wings. Manchester City versus Fulham. For some reason, my head is telling me to back a draw.
Yeah.
And I'm stuffing. I'm going to say draw. I got no idea why. I think I really like how Fulham are playing. It'll probably be the biggest result Fulham has had in about 10 years.
No, I'm a coward. I'm going City.
Yeah, no, that's just smart probably.
Yeah.
I'm just going to back a draw. I just feel like Fulham can take it up to them.
I like
2 draws in a row for City would be wild as well.
Yep.
Next one, West Ham versus Ipswich Town. I'm going Ipswich. They played so well. Maybe away from
win. I'm going to go a draw.
Draw. I don't mind that. I think that's the smart play. But I know it's away from home, but they just played so well. The lap looked so good. Their defense actually looked pretty strong, even though it was 2-2. But
The only thing I'm worried about is out wide when Kudus
he's a good player.
Somerville.
Yep.
Attack him from the wings. I think that could be
there's
a bit
some
rough.
2 other good names at West Ham, and they're still being crap.
Yeah.
Like, what is going
Unreal.
on? Next one, Everton versus Newcastle. Draw. Everton. They had their win. I reckon they've been partying all week because they finally had a win. So Newcastle are going to win this week.
Okay.
Next one, Aston Villa versus Manchester United.
Aston Villa.
Oh, you got to back Aston Villa.
I don't see Manchester United getting a result out of this.
I reckon they might get a goal, like a 3-1, but Ten Hag could be gone. This is going to be brutal.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. I'm just having a look here. Yeah, then they have Brentford. And they have a relatively... it's not even easy.
No, not for their standards, yeah. So after that, maybe
Brentford,
the next month he might be gone.
They play Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce in a couple of weeks.
Against Fred and, there's another Manchester United player.
I know Michy Batshuayi used to play there formerly of Chelsea.
Yeah. Fred's there, which is funny because Manchester United were laying into Fred, and now if he was in the team, he's probably going to be one of their best players.
That's funny. That's
that's
funny.
pretty funny. That they have to play them. We'll have to actually look at
if
that.
If Mourinho gets a result, that's hilarious. Did you see Mourinho's latest antics?
No, he always has antics.
In the Turkish league, a VAR result didn't go their way, or a referee decision didn't go their way. He grabbed his laptop.
Oh, I did see that.
Put the replay of the goal in front of the cameras. So
on the big screen.
On the big screen so everyone can see the referee's mistake.
He got fined and yellow carded, I think. I think
that's hilarious.
He probably got a massive fine for that, but that's so funny.
That's hilarious.
And it looked like you were just watching the replay. It was so good. The quality of that laptop.
It's like trying to watch a stream on YouTube, a live stream on YouTube.
Mourinho, he's so funny. Honestly, he should have gotten paid for that.
I want to see back in the Premier League.
Yeah. But, Man U.
No, not again.
Not again. That didn't work well.
I reckon you could bring him into a lower table club, but just would he do that?
No, I don't think you would. Bring him in like Notts or something.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
I like that.
Talking about Notts, Chelsea versus Notts. Got to back Chelsea.
Oh yeah,
3 wins in a row.
Looking great.
The most consistent the Blues have been in 3 years, I reckon.
I've seen a lot of people say, are Chelsea in a title race?
No.
Yeah, that was a question I was going to pose to you. I absolutely believe not.
No. There's only 2, possibly 3 teams in the title
race. Let's go. Are Chelsea
top 4?
Top 4. I wouldn't
Who's
go as far as to say lock.
Now? Let's have a quick look.
Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Liverpool, City, Arsenal, absolute lock for top 3.
And then it's probably Chelsea, Villa, Tottenham and Newcastle.
Yeah. But at the moment, Chelsea are playing better than everyone below them.
Yep.
That's I know that's obvious to say on the table, but
I think teams are starting to worry about Chelsea.
I'd say Chelsea 5th, but pushing for 4th, which is a lot better than what we thought Chelsea would have.
Last season.
It would be. Last game we'll finish off with Brighton versus Tottenham. This is another tricky one.
Yeah.
I have backed...
Have a look here.
Yeah.
Like we said, probably game of the weekend.
But yeah, I think it would be game of the weekend.
Either Villa, Man United or Brighton, Tottenham.
Brighton have a lot of fun goal scorers. Actually, that's a random one. Evan Ferguson, obviously coming off the bench and not getting many minutes. He's got a hat-trick last season. Then he just fell off. I know he's very young.
He had an injury.
Yeah. So I'm hoping he gets back into it a bit more. But yeah. But as I said before, I agree with Tony. I think Tottenham's going to get a win here. Use the confidence from last week.
Oof, I'm going to go a draw.
Draw? Yeah, I don't mind that.
I think there's going to be goals on offer. I'm thinking like a 2-2.
Yep. Yeah, nice. All right. That's I say quick fire, but that was our tips for match week 7 of the EPL. That's the final whistle as well for the Football Today podcast brought to you by Betfair. Check out all of our fun social videos. We're doing the Wikipedia game, I think, today. Yeah. But that actually went all right.
Trying to find Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer on Wikipedia. Find his, if he has any aura or anything like that. So check us out on there. Send any questions in the comments or on the socials. I think that's it. Thank you very much to Gerald behind the camera. Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you, Stats Guy.
Thank you. Thank you to social girl Olivia Spence behind the camera as well. And that's another episode of Football Today done. We're out. What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.